Are you going to build the swing set this year? Well, I'll tell you what, you better anchor it correctly so it doesn't topple over. I'm going to show you how to do it right here on the Everyday Man. Hey, if you like this video, how about hitting the like and subscribe button for me? Thank you. Okay, so this swing set is very popular, very common. This is pretty tall. So these are 10 foot. So the higher it is, the more you have to be careful about anchoring it correctly, right? Because it's going to be top heavy. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to anchor these. Now, the first thing I had to do was level it because this ground, it's all sloped and slanted, right? Don't make the mistake of putting this up on top of the ground and leaving it that way. Well, your first step after you build the swing set is to make sure that everything is aligned correctly. I took measurements from left to right, from this beam over to this beam, measured that width at the ground level, and I did that on each one of the three just to see that they were spread the same. And then I did the same thing on the sides to make sure the distance was the same. So what you have to do is level the swing set. That means that these three posts have to be sunk in the ground so that it's level. Okay, so the easy way to figure out how deep you have to put that post in the ground on the front side is get a nice straight 2x4. I got a marker ready to go and a level. So all you want to do is put the level on top of the 2x4 and raise it until it shows level. Right, right about there is where it is. Draw a line under it just like that. And there's your mark. All you need to do is measure that mark. This one's about 7.5 or 8 inches. From the ground up, about 8 inches. Now, obviously, we're not going to dig this because it's already low. So we take that 8 inches and we're going to dig a hole on this side 8 inches deep. What I did is with the shovel, I just made an outline in the dirt of where the 4x4 was sitting. And then I simply lifted it up and moved it over pretty much about 4 inches to the side so I could dig out the hole where the 4x4 is supposed to sit. Now, I dug the hole 12 inches deep, even though I only needed 8 inches, because I put 4 inches of gravel stone in the bottom. But anyway, so I filled all three holes. That one, here's the middle one, and then this end one. I dug them all out a foot deep. Then I put 4 inches of stone into it. Now, I'm going to show you a tip that's going to make it even easier for you because it's a pain using a tape measure when you're measuring the depth of a hole, right? Okay, check this out. Here's my shovel that I'm going to dig with, a standard flat shovel. The length of the blade of the shovel is 12 inches long, right? So I know when this top is even with the top of the ground and this is down in the hole, I know I dug the hole 12 inches deep without even measuring it. The next thing I did was draw a line with the black Sharpie 4 inches down. That means that if I put this at the bottom of the hole after the gravel is in it, and this mark is at ground level, I have an 8-inch deep hole, and I never have to use the tape measure. For this next step, make sure you put some gloves on. One thing about pressure treated, especially if you don't finish off these edges, they're sharp and there's a lot of slivers in them. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the post and just slide it into the hole. All right. Did you see that one moved in all by itself? This one's almost in, not quite. This one's holding everything up. Now, I have to believe that because that's off the ground right now hanging, and that one's off the ground hanging, this is going to have a whole lot of weight on it. I'm just going to try real quick to pick it up, but if I can't, it's real easy. Watch. Yeah, there's no way I'm picking this up, which is the weight of all three of these, plus the weight that's up there that I have to tilt. So all you have to do, hit it with a sledgehammer and pop it in the hole. These already in the hole, or you can use the shovel to like pry it in the hole. So let me get my sledgehammer. That's the easy way. Now that was pretty easy. You can backfill these with gravel. You could put cement in them if you want, or you can just fill the dirt in. I'm not using the ground to secure these posts. I have a special way I'm going to do it, which I'll show you next when I get these holes filled in. All right, so there you go. You can see it's filled in nicely. First time it rains, or if you put some water on that, that'll settle in real nice. And remember, it's sitting on top of 4 inches of gravel. So there's the 3. So now the question is, how am I going to stop this thing from rocking and opening up? This is a 24-inch piece of rebar. They use this in cement a lot when they're doing cement work. But this is really strong, solid. There's no way you're going to bend it. So we're going to put one of these in each post, and then we're going to use a pipe clamp to screw it to the 4x4, right? Here's the thing though. You don't want to hammer it in this way, because when the post lifts up, that's not going to do anything, right? So we want to put this in like this at a 45-degree angle, so that when the post is lifting, it's pulling this. And this is not going to bend because it's going to be buried in the ground. Just like that. Now I'm right up against the 4x4, and you want to make sure that the end of it is behind the edge of the 4x4, because you don't want anybody tripping on it or hurting themselves on it. Okay, that's in there, and we're going to screw that down. Okay, well, that's the final product there. I got one in each post, and I'm going to do it on the other side also. And those will go inward, just like these are going inward, and that's going to give you a real solid post anchoring. And that's what you need, is a good anchor. I hope you give this method a try, and I really hope you don't put up a swing set without anchoring it to the ground. Or you can do it a lot of different ways. I chose to use the rebar that's very, very stiff, and I pounded it into the ground. So that went a good 20 inches into the ground, and I'm sure that's going to be solid enough to hold the weight of that from lifting up. It's to your best interest to do that, and it's also to your best interest to make it level. Get it level, line it all up, and I didn't show you how to build the swing set. I think that'd be a different video. This video, I was concerned about showing you how to level it and how to anchor it to the ground. So with that said, this is the Everyday Man saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.